What is up, my ARK survivors? This is Alcarin with Alcarin Dacil Gaming, welcoming you to another ARK video. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed, please do so and give us a thumbs up if you like the video. We're so excited to bring you a new 4-cluster server, soon to be 5 with the release of Aberration. Server details will be pinned in the comments, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. What is up, my ARK survivors? This is Alcarin.
This is Epoch.
And we're bringing you a top resource location map for the Ragnarok map. I'm super excited. As promised, we're going to bring this to you guys. We have all the different gathering dinosaurs here, and we're going to show you where we believe the best locations are, in addition to which dinosaurs we think are the best to get them and what's the most efficient.
Let's do the angler. That'll be a fun way to start.
Okay, so we'll come back, we'll be on the angler, and we'll see you in a bit. And we're back, Epoch's with me, and we are at the Pearl Cave. I'm going to throw up my GPS and map so you can kind of see where we're at. It looks like we're at 21.8, 33.2. This is by far one of the best, if not the best, Pearl Caves. If you have I mean, you can do it by hand or you can do it by anglerfish. I think anglerfish is your best option. I just want to throw it out there. We do have, infinite stats on, so we're not going to drown during this test. And we do have God mode on, and so it's not about surviving right now, it's just about testing outputs. That's what this video is about. Also, we have it set so the wild dinos shouldn't attack us. What is it? Invisible enemy true or something. Are you ready, Epoch?
Let's roll.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit a couple nodes, kind of get an idea of what you get per node. Then we're going to speed the camera up and do the full run and do a count at the end and kind of see what you get at 1x.
Tell me what you get. I just grabbed some by hand. We'll compare.
I got 61 at 1x gather off of 1.
Wow.
It's 127.
I'm getting 10 to 20.
Let's see here. Let's do another. I'm going to make sure because 127 I think was multiple nodes. So again, you're probably going to get better yields on official servers. This is really just set to, you might get the same. I don't know. Leave a comment in the down there. Hitting one node, 63 and 61. So 61 to 63 pearls per. And we've got a 150 fish, not inbred, or not inbred, not bred. It's pretty much level capped at with 1266.7 melee and 818 weight points. All the points were put nowhere else. So we're going to go ahead and speed up the gathering, and I will see you guys on the flip side. And we're back. I did my best on this run to not try to hit respawns. There's a chance I may have. So if you're planning to hit respawns, you're going to get more yield. If you're running on official, you're going to get more yield. This is 1x gather, I believe, right? And so looking at the fish, 1x gather, one-way clears with the least amount of respawns possible. We got 20,441 pearls with just this. Now, if you want to start breeding anglerfish and boosting melee even higher, you're going to get better yields. So I think this is the #1 way to get pearls for the least amount of time. What do you think, Epoch?
It's the best I can think of on this map.
Yep. And so I don't think there's any need to cover any other spots because I think this is by far the #1. All right. So we're going to go back to the starting base location, and we'll see you when we get there. And we're back. Epoch's with me. We're going to do the metal test next, in the top metal PvP location, I think, on Ragnarok. And I hope Epoch, do you agree, or do you have some other ideas?
Well, what's your idea? I don't even know.
My idea is right on that opposite wall. I know you can't see it, but there's a ton of invisible nodes like that are buried into the wall. With a catch, you can fly up and you can hit. Epoch's going to be doing the hitting, and I'm going to be doing the flying.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love.
And we're back. We've done all our metal counts. We've gone up and down this as much as we could. There are some respawns. We tried not to hit as many respawns as possible, just for test. We're not using a bread Anki, and we're only running 1x gather, so it's not 2x like official or 3x on the weekends. So expect your rates to be higher when you do your yields on this. We put everything in 2 boxes. We got 6,248 in that box, and we got, flying over to the other box real quick, we've got 4,646, so what, a little over 10,000 metal yield, and we didn't even hit the top parts of this. If you keep going up and you fly forward, there's metal all along the top of this mountain going upwards. So this is one of our top spots if you're on this side of the map, or even if you're not on this side of the map, it's really good. I wanted to hit one other really popular location. I don't know if Epoch wants to talk about this side versus that side, and bread Ankies versus non-bread Ankies. What do you think, Epoch?
Well, I've noticed that when you breed an Anki and get its melee all the way up, sometimes you get as much or sometimes even more metal from the lower end metal nodes than the deep yellow ones.
So
this spot has a lot more of the low end metal nodes, and I think this might be better for your high end Yankees, but the canyon might be better for the low end ones.
And we're currently using a low end one, so I really want to do that test. We got a little over 10,000 here. I want to see what we get over there, just as a true test. So we're gonna fly over there, and we'll be back when we get there. See you on the flips. All right, we're at the next spot here. I'm gonna throw up my GPS just so you can see our location. Probably everybody knows about this. We're gonna end up hitting a lot of the top of these nodes, and if we hit 10K and there's still nodes up, then we know that this spot's better, right? But from our experience, this usually yields about half of what the other does. If you have top end Ankies, if you don't, I mean, that's a big question mark. We don't really know, right? Because we've only been using top end Ankies recently. So let's go ahead and land. I'm going to confirm that the Anki's empty before we start. Is it empty? I hope. Should be.
Yes.
Okay, so just for all the viewers out there, the Anki is empty, and we're also dumping all the stone and flint because we're not tracking that as a resource. You can get stone here just as easily as anywhere else, and flint.
You say you wanna try, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose. You say you wanna cry, but you never do. Sugar, there's a reason why we lose.
And we're back. I think we've hit a lot of the inner nodes. If you want to keep going, there's a lot of smaller outer nodes that you can hit. Just to show off, this is a base Anki. It's only a 150 force tamed and then max leveled. It's not bred. If you breed your Ankies, I think your results might vary. We stack this much melee, this much weight. He has no anything on him. We have on this one 5,015 yield, and going back to the old box, just as a recap. Let's see here. I will put it right here. We had what, 5,015 plus 5,172, so a little over 10,000 is our total yield for this location. So I think next on the list is going to be Crystal, and we're back about to show off. I think, in my opinion, one of the top crystal locations, especially if you break the ice barrier between the two. Bring an Anki, bring a Ketz. It's a tough maneuver to not clip in or out. So one of the best spots, I think we have it set so the bears should ignore us, is you hit these bluish crystal nodes, which are amazing. Not the big ones. The big ones don't yield anything. Oh, I'm gonna fly up.
These are nice.
Yeah, I don't know how much are you getting per.
30.
Yeah, so these are way better than the others. But also in here, it's very important. You need full fur and you need lots of fort. I'm not freezing because we have infinite stats on, just for this test. But if you're coming here legit, you know, you're gonna need to bring equipment. But there's quite a bit of crystal in here. This is my favorite spot to get it. All right, and we're back. We got the Yankee through. We broke down the water things, the icicles. We put all the current crystal in this box here. And we're going to end up harvesting all the blue crystals in the area, and we'll do a total count. This is the #1 spot. You are going to run into weight issues. It's just the way it is. Back. Okay, so the Yankee is empty of crystal. That second half of that ice cave yielded another 717, so it's 717 plus however much is back this way.
A little over 1,000.
A little over 1,000. So I think this is the #1 spot for crystal. It's also, in my opinion, the #1 spot for oil. I'm not counting using a basil to gather organic oil or using a bunch of beetles. I mean, that's a totally different way. But as far as just straight oil nodes, if you look, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, there's just a ton of oil nodes in here. So I think this kind of covers the oil node spots. It also has outside this water cave, it has a ton of oil pumps. So it kind of trumps a lot of the other locations for oil. There's the rest of the crystal we got. And I will show you the oil pumps here pretty soon as I go out the cave.
I don't know what you want.
So 1, 2, I think there's a third node up the hill somewhere. But I think that concludes the oil crystal section of the video. All right, so I'll see you guys when we get to the location for Obsidian. And we're back. We're in the burnt area. I'm throwing up the GPS. We're at approximately 2556. If you go up this ramp here, there's a small little cave in the side of the mountain, and in and around this cave there is just so much obsidian. So we're gonna do the same test. I'm gonna drop Epoch down. He's gonna, basically harvest up as much obsidian as possible, and we'll get counts. Again, for anybody coming into this video late, this is a 1x gather rate server. It's not 2x, it's not 3x, and we're not using bread Yankees, so you're probably going to get higher yield than what we're getting.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel like I do right now, don't say you're on the run to the other side. My love, you say you wanna try, but you never.
And we're back. We went through and we hit the whole inside cave. We hit some of the outer lips. If you want to keep going further, there's a lot more obsidian as you go, but this will just be a small sample. Keep in mind, again, this is all 1x gather. On all other servers, it's going to be 2 or 3x, and you're probably going to have red Yankees. Your yields are going to be much larger than what we're showing. But from that small little run, we got 2,509 obsidian. So imagine, double or even tripling that yield on your server. And this is by far the most obsidian, and it's probably going to be highly sought after. And we're back. We have the Mantis and the Pelagornis, both non-bred, 150 spawn-ins, level cap, mostly melee, some weight on each one. And we're back. Our location changed a little bit. We're here, but the ice cave is down that direction. We have more penguins here, so we're going to give this a shot and see what kind of yields we can get.
Oh, I went back to the pit and I got 17, so I'm guessing the range is just the range, and
the club doesn't matter.
The club does not matter.
Okay.
Let's try it without clubs, see if that matters.
Okay.
That's an adult, so I don't care about that as much.
You're all about beating the children, right?
Juveniles.
Juveniles, okay.
Not babies, not too old. It's got to be in the middle.
Club and penguins, right? Alright, so...
I think we need some more penguins. I'm out of juveniles.
Alright, let's put some more penguins on the map. Here we go. It's all for science. That's what it's for. Okay, go.
There's a juvenile. Oh, very much so. You want the clubs if you're using the Mantis.
Got it. All right, so
I got 5 that time. All right.
kill a juvenile for me. Just one. Don't knock in the water, please. Thank you. You had to put him in the water, right? 37.
So the Pelagornis is much better, even with clubs.
So the Mantis is again useless. It's not not good at harvesting metal. Not good at harvesting obsidian. Not good at harvesting polymer.
Yeah, so actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the Mantis out to the middle of the lake.
Right.
And he can stay there. That's fine.
Okay, so endgame test results. Use a Pelagornis. If you're later in the game, use a Wyvern, I think, on Mantises. That's the next step. And we're back. So we're on to the polymer test, right? We're going to kill Mantises with the Wyvern, harvest the body with both Pelagornis and the Wyvern, and see what the yields are. See what's better. I think the Wyvern's going to do the best dino for this. Maybe a Giga, I don't know. But let's give it a shot. There's the body. The yield is 29 for me.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to the next one.
Okay. I think that guy's gonna do a lot better. This thing only has like 1404 melee. Not very much.
I'll try this one. I got 38 off that one.
Yep. And do another one just to see. Kill that one and harvest it real quick. Go, go, go.
Well, I would do if you weren't hiding from me.
Alright, how much was that?
16 off that one.
You killed both? Let me harvest. Do you want me to harvest both of them or no?
Yeah, one at a time.
33
Okay.
and 16.
It's weird how much randomness there is there.
So what's better?
Well, they're about the same, but I'd much rather kill them with a dragon than a Pelagornis.
Right. So I think that concludes this part of the test. And we're back. Okay, just to show you, this is a 150 Therizino, force tamed, and then level cap. There is no breeding going on. Again, we're at 1x rates, not 2x official or 3x official weekends. You're going to get a much more yield. All the levels were put into power harvesting. If you look here, 71 levels into power harvesting. So we're going to look at the wood yield at 1x gather. So 257 for that tree. 240. There you go. So you kind of get the idea. It's about 200 something per tree. I think the tree type matters. If you go to the redwood and you get those really, really big ones, you probably get more. If you get the really small ones, I don't know. I've seen a lot of high yield out of those as well.
Actually, drop your wood for a second. I want to have you fly somewhere and try something.
Okay, so I'm at 2,179 wood. I'm dropping it. You want to take me to the really thin trees or the really thick trees?
The ones near the canyon. I think those are the best trees on the map.
I think so as well. I mean, that's where I do a lot of our woodland. So we were getting, what, 200-ish per before? This redwood right here gives us 844.
How about those trees?
And these smaller ones give us 315. I'm waiting for the numbers to clear. Okay. 263. So 200-ish on the smaller trees, 800 on the larger ones. So I think the Therizino is the undisputed king of wood harvesting, in my opinion. Leave a comment in the down there. Is there anything else we need to go over? I think that covers everything, right, Epoch?
I think so. Unless you want to look at hide. Where do you get the best hide?
No, I think
the thigh or the chest? I don't know.
I don't think we need to cover hide. I think people understand that. Leave a comment in the down there if you need us to cover more resources, but I think that's good. If you like this video, please leave a like. It really tells us, hey, you know, we want to see more resource-like videos on different maps. Also, leave a comment and say, hey, I want to see the island, or I want to see whatever you guys want to see. Also, if you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, and see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Sign out.